After watching several ponds, I was eager for this year's hunt. Little did I know all the geese would take an early flight south for the winter. So it's early goose season. Getting kind of a late start today. It's my wife's birthday, but she's got plans with some other family members, so we'll celebrate a little bit later. And basically, where I'm headed today is going to check out a few areas. I don't have the kayak today because the weather is still kind of iffy, and I really don't feel like sitting in water. Sorry about that. The entranceway is washed out. We got a lot of heavy rain. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not taking the kayak because the weather is still kind of iffy today. We had a bad drought all summer long, but within the last 3 days, we probably got about 3 months worth of rain in 3 days. Got about 7 to 10 inches, so being a little bit careful. As you can see, it's a little bit bumpy up through here. So I'm going to check out an area, or a few areas that I know the geese are sometimes sitting on the land, or in fields. So we're going to see if there's any geese around there. Wow, this road is really bad. Yeah, it's really washed out. I got to be careful going up through here. So unfortunately, this is sometimes what you have to deal with. Somebody took down the sign on state management area and just tossed it into the woods. I'll go ahead and leave it at the entranceway so that they can find it and put it back up. But yep, somebody took it down. You can tell by the looks of it, they just pulled the nails right out. Sign's not even damaged, and they just threw it right in the woods. So it looks like now bullfrogging and getting bullfrogs is now illegal in the state of Rhode Island. Fortunately, bullfrog legs taste awfully good fried up in butter. It looks like that you can no longer get bullfrog legs anymore. Today's going to be a good day to see if I can actually portage this kayak over into the area that I want to hunt, because I want to take some longer kayak trips this year, and I know that's also going to mean that I might have to portage it. So we're going to see if I can portage this kayak in the minimal gear that I have for today's hunt up to the pond. I'm not going to film the portage because it is quite a walk and I don't want to have to make too many trips back and forth, but we'll see you on the pond. Alrighty, well, so far there is no activity on the lake. We did manage to portage in. One of the things YouTubers don't tell you in their video is possibly how many trips they actually make. I carried everything in one trip, didn't have to portage that far, but I could not imagine portaging for a quarter to half a mile to a mile with all that gear. So we're going to head over to the back part of the lake, going to get the camouflage set up, and then we're just going to sit and enjoy what is turning out to be a beautiful, beautiful day here in mid-September now. So yeah, we're gonna get set up and hopefully we'll see some activity. Alrighty, well, I sat for a few hours up on that pond, and there was absolutely no activity other than seeing a couple wood ducks and a heron and maybe one or two mallards. There is no indication of any geese at all being on that pond. There are no feathers, there is no geese poop, and the grassy areas are nothing. So I'm going to head off to another area for the rest of the afternoon, and hopefully we'll have some better luck there. Well, we're on a new lake. Technically, this is a reservoir. Talked to a game warden and the environmental police to actually make sure this was open to hunting. It's open to hunting and open to fishing. Met up with one guy who was coming off the lake fishing, and he said he hasn't seen any geese. Saw a few ducks, not many, as opposed to when I checked out this area last weekend. There were a lot of ducks floating around. But I also met up with a DEF maintenance worker down on a pond that had probably about a zillion geese on it all summer long, but it's actually off limits to hunting. And they usually fly from that pond to the one I was at earlier and this one that I'm on now, and there was absolutely no geese on it. And I asked the maintenance worker, I said, what'd you guys do, chase all the geese away? He said he doesn't know what happened. Within the last week or so, it seems like all the geese in this area have just disappeared. So we're going to give it a try today, but this is not looking too good for goose season. It's been a weird year for fishing. It's been a weird year for geese now, because it seems like they're leaving this part of the state earlier than normal. We also got, I'll show you around a little bit, some fall colors setting in a little bit early, but with the drought, things are going to probably turn colors and then die off. So it's not supposed to be a vivid fall foliage year this year. Maybe the drought and what they're forecasting for a very rough winter has something to do with the fact that the geese are gone. There's not many ducks left flying around, even though duck season doesn't open up for another month or so. So we'll see what happens with the duck situation between now and then. But maybe with the geese being gone, the drought and the weird fishing, maybe it is going to be a rough winter. We'll see. But I'm going to paddle on to a better section of the lake. I'm sitting in the middle of lily pads right now, although it's very beautiful. I've got water lilies all over the place in bloom, but it makes it for hard paddling. So I'm going to head down to a more open section, a couple wood duck nesting boxes. So Piper just flew by me. So we'll see if there's anything there.